It's November 1st, 2021. I think they consider this All Saints' Day in the Catholic Church, so I heard when I was in Catholic school, after Halloween Eve. So now I'm still in whatever. Um, they have. I just was walking the boulevard, my last walk with my pink umbrella. Important distinction. And as I walked, there was a garbage truck, a private company, not the city brand, that said Crown on it, and it had the tactical lighting. It had a light shining straight into my face in like a reverse trajectory. Excuse me, that it literally blinded me. I went to go pull out my cell phone after just to type up the whatever, the workup thing, and send it off like in field, and my eyes were blotchy, like I had blind spots in my eye as I was looking down to try to get to the next task of what I needed to do, just simply by this truck driving by on Bell Boulevard. So that happened. I keep walking down Bell Boulevard and I get to where Citibank is. And I'm standing at that light. That's the crossroads of Mad for Chicken, European Wax, French Workshop, and Citibank. And I'm standing there and there's a girl next to me. And NYPD camera surveillance is ahead of us. And I'm just like, I'm taken aback by the smell. It smelled like stale garbage. I don't really have another smell for it. And so I said to her, I said, "Do you happen to smell that?" I was like, "Or is it just me that smells it?" And she goes, "No, I smell it." And I said, "What does it smell like?" She's like, "No, it smells like garbage." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "No, I just want to know, because normally this corner doesn't smell." I was like, "But I definitely smell this like it's lingering." So it was a lingering smell of garbage, like from a trash can, unsanitary trash can. So then I rounded the streets by Mad for Chicken and I started walking back. And as I got to the block just past Chase, headed towards VI Pizza. They took the extra P, I guess, off so now it's just VI Pizza. I was walking down that way, and I noticed on the on pedestrians, so the stores were on my right and the street was on my left. There were gigantic stacks of garbage, but like it didn't smell. It wasn't like back at Citibank and French Workshop, but it was definitely like piles. I mean, if I could say about 15 to 20 kitchen garbage bags full of garbage in one section, then another maybe five, then another section of maybe 5, 10, something like that. And now I don't know what's going on with union and sanitation and garbage trucks. If somebody's on strike, that's why I'm not seeing the white city trucks anymore. If now it's all private garbage and sanitation, I have no idea. I don't have any contacts in the city. But I get to the end of that block where Bell Plaza is and VI Pizza is across the street, and I've smelt it before, even though I've reported it, that smell of sulfur dioxide, like that really, like it just takes your breath away tonight. It's so potent. I cross the street, I'm waiting by VI Pizza, the light, to then cross to the dime bank, and down 43rd, and there's a couple next to me, and I said, "You know what, I'm going to say something." I was like, "Can I ask you a quick question?" I was like, "We just crossed the street." I was like, "Did you smell that on the other side of the street by any chance?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we both smelled that." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, like, because it was really potent. I said, and then we crossed the street together and walked a little bit down the block. And then I wished them good night. But I said, I've reported it before to FDNY. In fact, actually, I had a big display here. They had the fire trucks. I brought my notebook with my date and with my dates written down. I was like, they said they were going to call DEP about it, but I haven't heard or seen anything from DEP. I was like, I don't want to be that person who has to keep calling and report this. It's a known situation. I'm like, I really expect, like, I call you once. It's a serious, the alarm went off when FDNY came to test the grate. They know there's something there. I'm like, I don't understand, like, how many calls into the city does the city expect before they come and fix something? Is this concierge? It should be, if I was like a football player or like a mega super, like Celine Dion singer or something, they'd have people out here. They'd never think to put her in that position. But because it's Nicole Cattaruzza and nobody really gives a shit, it's like I could just fucking rot and die and nerve gas up the nostrils. It's no big deal, like the pedal to the metal on that one. It's just ridiculous what's going on in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. I know at the moment for me it's like the epicenter of climate change and the weather pattern and the DWS for Division of Weather Symmetry between a Brussels sprout and an artichoke and some lanyard that's gone horrifically magnetically strung all wrong since somebody took off the golden gloves and somebody took off I don't know, they pulled strings for all the wrong people in some whack job. This is just like a nightmare. I'm like grounded in all the wrong spots. So that happened. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's like I was thinking to myself, I'm like, there's the pre-cycle where they plan, then there's the mid-cycle where they enjoy, and then there's the opulence, and then there's the obsolescence in the latency period. I feel like I'm at the latency period, but like they've been fighting the whole time, and I really never benefited from any of this, and I kind of was on the outskirts because my parents weren't part of it either. Oh, and the other thing was on Halloween yesterday, the warrior guy who works at NYPD area, he's got, I said to him, I was like, if you think about it, I was like, we're living on the big lie. He goes, yeah, right, yeah. And I'm like, no, really. I was like, we live on Long Island, and we have the expressway. So it's L.I.E. is what we call it. We all agree, by society, we call it L.I.E. For interstate things, it's 49 and 5.
Aren't you putting him to bed?
I will. But it's Interstate 495, which I have the two parents from 49 in hell. Linda and Lou. LL. Right. The inverse of the gamma and then flipped to alphabet. And then I've got the 505 IET with me for two immaculates because the story's gone horribly wrong. Right through. So, and then I said to him, I said, you speak Spanish? He goes, yeah. And I said, well, there's a song that I was exposed to. I was like, first Spanish I had ever heard. I was like, and I didn't tell him that it was Maria Marza. When we went to Booth Bay Harbor, Maine, she brought a cassette tape of Samantha Fox, which, some, she was Australian, I think, and it was something really risque, and like some word, there was like the sex word was in it. It was like taboo kind of thing, but we listened to it. And then Mike and Alice, whatever, and the grandparents had them. They said it was new music for our age, but and then there was Mentirosa, which had Spanish on it, which I had never heard. So Alexa, play Mellow Mayonnaise Mentirosa. I've referenced the song once before.
Mellow Man Ace Radio from Pandora.
Because Mentirosa means liar, I think, or lie. I live on the long lie. It's L.I.E. It doesn't feel like anything's expressed, by the way. It feels like everything is like slow and arduous.
Check this out, baby. Tenemos tremendo lío. Last night you
Leo.
didn't go a la casa de tu tío.
Tio?
Wait.
Wait.
You were at a party, high in the sky, emborrachada de Bacardi. I bet you didn't know que conocía cantinero. He told me you was drinking and wasting my dinero. Talking
It's more
about
like pesos. The pesos is really slow.
Now I really wanna ask ya, que si es verdad, and please, por favor, tell me la verdad, because I really need to know, yeah, necesito entender if you're gonna be a player or be my mujer, cause right now you just a liar, a straight mentirosa. Today you tell me
Red
something
man.
y mañana otra cosa.
Y mañana cosa nostra or otra cosa? Something else is what they... Man, I said, what does otra cosa mean? He says, it means tomorrow I wake up and there's another thing I gotta do, like another... Tells me everything changes again. I'm like,
Joseito y Fernandito, Larry and Joey, even his brother Chico. Poncho de Fletera, that's the straight skeezer. Si quiero un pedacito,
I just Frank Russo. Louis' three friends were Larry.
That on Main Street, her cuerpo estaba a la venta. Now get some, make it quiera. Get some, cualquiera. Ayo, she don't care, man. She's a tremenda fiera. Yeah,
Fiera. Ein Fier. Or de Fleur. Gotta get scarred. Something mañana otra cosa.
Girl, I can't believe you, yo, for real. You know, my mom's just talking about me. My people's just talking about not me, about you.
About me?
For real. You ain't nothing but a skeezer.
Don't be calling me
Tremenda fletera, mama, la verdad, for real. I bet you go to confession and you scared to confess and whatnot. Do you tell the truth, though, for real? Word, man. You wore out of time, baby, for real. I got some more ill things to say on you, for real, man.
This is like Cad Skeezer.
Like this.
That's what it looks like. Some more Craftsman.
Call me back. I'm not alone.
Quería tu dirección, yeah, just your address.
Dicción.
I heard you say,
Tío Frio.
it's what ran through my mind. So I said, let's go out tonight. She said,
We go all the time.
oh man, ella no sabía de yo. I knew her plan, de que iba a salir with that other man. So I told the girl in Spanish, I said, hey, y'all me void, cause you ain't
Void, as in void.
I'm some sucker toy. Plus, who needs you anyway?
Toy. Now is that toy? T-O-I?
Today you tell me something,
Y mañana otra cosa. Guess depends on the executive administration, but Even that's...
At JP
Alexa,
Morgan,
stop.
It's about
Stop. That was one of the purposely introduced songs within 1980s time frame by outside family line source, which is Maria Mirza, who had the father on NYPD. And that came through the state of Maine. We took a gray Crown Vic, and they drove me up there alone without my parents. Let me think about this. And it was winter time because there was a lot of snow. I remember that. That's about all I remember. It's November 1st right now, 2021. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza, and it is Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken.